me, that's what the importance of the lapse there and the Tjwc where it comes in. Building on from there, that's why when you start your rolling, stop, roll, stop. So roll and hesitate. When you're doing it, sort of change over. It's to develop a waiting and the response.
Just like in Tjwc.
Rather than so rather than this,
where you can't feel the energies or the...
That's it. The only way you can justify doing it that way is if you're just trying to develop
the actual motion.
Exercising the shoulders.
Yeah. Or the motion.
I mean, not so much that because you're not even thinking about that. I mean, because it generally tends to be wrong. The only way you can really justify that is if I want to exercise the shoulders, you know, to get, you know, because initially, so people will be, I'll be clear, so you can...
Like a stamina kind of thing.
Take a stamina thing, so if you're just doing it that way, you know, but then what I would tend to tell people to do is if you lean on slightly with the foot cells, lean in slightly, that's it, so push in, which then will stress the shoulders a bit more. See, so if I change, you're doing this, so that's nice and like how you should be. Roll. So put a bit of weight on.
Yeah. To exercise the shoulder muscle.
Yeah, so you can feel it, so you can start stressing it. So you're not really worried so much about like feeling it.
That's right. You're trying to develop that side of it.
Practice it, so you can do it that way. But that's really like a non-thinking exercise.
Yeah.
It's something to a certain extent you can do on your own.
And you would require a person to do it slow for feeling.
But for feeling. Feeling is the most important thing that you're trying to develop. You're trying to develop, one is good position.
Yeah.
On both sides. And two, feeling with both arms.
Yeah.
Both arms. So if you give a little bit of a push on from that, so you no, just touch. Both arms. Not too much, just feel. 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 Or if you just want to do it with one. And the other one. So you feel, so you learn to feel. It's another development. It's another way that you try. What you're trying to do is wake your arms.
It's the same feeling from Tjwc, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're just waiting for a feeling.
You're waiting for something. You're feeling on something. Even if one does it and the other one feels, you say, well, oh, okay, I'm going to put a little bit of energy in, and just at some time, I'm not going to do it all the time. You sort of just feel it.
So in Tjwc it's exaggerated more, and here it's on a finer level.
I would say so. To me, it's a way of helping the knowledge to grow. It's a quicker way of development. Rather than like this years and years of rolling around and not thinking about it. Develop the thinking right from the start.
It's a quick method of
develop your understanding right from the start.
From the first few rows rather than, or the first bit of Tjwc rather than from start bringing it afterwards.
So then you can start looking at, like from this position, now you can start looking at the changes. So you're looking at from the hand position, the next roll, I hunter out. Hunter out. Then Tjwc, from there you hunter out. On the other side, out. Just keep it very simple. Out, out. So from there I go out. And it's done from the tan cell. It's not done from the bong cell. I don't do this.
Here's a big change.
I do it from the tan cell. On the other side, no, you leave it. Carry on. From there, as that starts to drop, I circle to the tan cell. So from this position, as it starts to go down, I circle to the tan cell. So as soon as you feel it starting to drop, you circle underneath. As soon as it starts to go down, circle underneath. That can start getting a bit complicated. It can start to get you trapped. What I tend to do from there is actually to change, once it's actually stopped, come inside it.
That's why it's high, like a bomb. You just drop it underneath like that.
That's why what I tend to do also is to go out a touch into the elbow. That's it. I don't do this,
No,
because that would leave it there. So I tend to fill the gap. Now that is, I would say, slightly more sophisticated. Possibly should be brought in later on. In the early stages, you should be really looking at just today. Not worried about the fact that the other guy is going to chop out. So when you come underneath, that's why it will be difficult.
Yeah.
You have to be quick with this one.
You have to be when it's actually the time.
So you go through that development, then you go on through your development of your simple techniques, which I think we've had through. You know, so you're just looking at from there, so looking at from this position that I can drop down.
Yeah.
You're looking from a position where this hand comes down to the elbow, and that comes across, gum, palm, and then palm, and you start getting into more complicated ones with the round. So those, you know, the variations of whatever. Again, developing on them is progressive techniques, progressive understanding. Get out of them what you can. So those are techniques more to learn from rather than application.
Yeah.
They're not, because once they're learned, like I said before, they don't work on people at the same level.
Yeah. Because
they know what's going to happen. That doesn't mean to say that the techniques don't work. What it means is the fact that the other person knows how to stop it. So there's a one-step stage, the one-step concept, everybody can stop everybody.
Yeah.
But what you're doing is you're getting them to commit themselves to an energy, then you're searching, you're continuing a technique, you're running through something, you're trying to do something, somebody protects, you're going into something else, you're going into whatever, using energies to do techniques. Just because the technique doesn't work, so if I try to do this one and you jam, doesn't mean to say that I shouldn't do it, because I can't actually do it if I want to. But what it means is that you can get into a position where you may get into a situation where I can use that technique. So you've got to be able to recognise a position.
Yeah.
So you still need to be able to time, it's about timing.
So it's the ability to recognise the actual position and knowing what to do from that.
No,
to be able to respond quick enough.
To respond. You've already learned to respond. That's the whole idea of when you're doing it. You learn to do this. What you're actually doing is this idea that you've learned to do it, and what actually happens, you don't have to, it's there. Your response is there.
Without any thought at all, you knowing when.
That's it. Because what's actually happening is, because this is your thinking thought.
Yeah.
So you've thought about it. You've already thought about it.
Right.
What you do is, your brain sort of goes, whoa, I remember this. It's there.
Yeah.
Bang, it's there. You don't have to think about it. It's picked up. It's developed into an instinct.
Yeah.
It's this learned response.
Yeah.
So when you contact with something, it's there. It's there. I didn't know what I was going to do there. Because until you did the techniques, I didn't know. I've been there before. I've been there before. I've done that before. I've done this before. It depends on whatever. I don't know.
You already know when you get there,
kind of thing. That's it. Because I haven't learned this.
Yeah.
It's something that I've learned it, but I didn't think about it. I've thought about it before.
Yeah. It's been thought of. Now it's the time to apply it.
To apply it.